isitshintsha kuluva Yvonne Chaka lo wasibekile ke siba sentshilo kwimizu emihlanu phamba sithi insimbi yesibhozo umhla ngama-27 kule nyanga kaCanzibe nyanga kaCanzi kuthiwa ke nyanga wamaMfene andazi unyaka ngama-2022 behind the mic nguLhoza lo wamaMfene ngumzukulwana kutamkhulu Machule nomakhulu Nokwezi umfundisi ulapha andifuna wani ndithethe into ende because kuninzi ekufuneka sikuthethile and manditsho ke eyona njongo okanye nena nto siyizondeleleyo into bana makusibe namakhaya aqinileyo omeleleyo amakhaya ngoba ke kulapho isociety zethu yonke into iqala pha ekhayeni uba sinoba namakhaya aqinekileyo i-relationships nemitshato eyomeleleyo loo nto ke ufika ngolwesihlanu sibe kanti sizawuthetha ngo-relationship Friday esikhululweni esisemgceni esingashishisiyo eKeith ngesi radio sizondelele loo nto mfundisi into bana abantu mabakheke and abantu mabazazi into bana bangena entweni na into nalento ingumtshato right
yes
yeah nomnini mtshato
correct
sinento mshiya
correct
sicinga ufana ba into yethu le kanti siyosefa ku-institution ngoba unenjongo ngemitshato yethu so xa utshata unobuthini Thixo injongo yakhe ngomtshato wam ngithathe lantoni baphulaphuli ndiyathemba ke into banana kule namhlanje inkqubo sakwazi ke ukuba nichole nto nobinye man masikonke mfundisi ndiyabona ba uyazibona nawe ngokupha ekamereni
yes
yeah.
yes kakhulu sisiLhoza nakuba phulaphuli from wherever they are
siyabulela
a very good morning
yes
to you all
kuhle man kuhle
yes.
oko ke bendinje mfundisi ngo2 ngo6 oko bengathi ndinento endizibona ndedwa nditakataka you know xa when you are full of love and uzithanda kwawena kuba lula and ke ngoku ikhaphi yamani yazi
it's overflowing
with love with peace with joy and dinento yonke and ngaske nje smile ibe kanti ke si contagious umphulaphula obukela qonda bajonga I have no choice but to love myself uba ngaba kunjeni uzithanda then andizosokola uthanda omnye umuntu
kaloku i-secret apho sisiLhoza
sure
is not to make your relationship to be dependent on circumstances. You must learn to relate with yourself.
Sure.
And you must protect yourself from being influenced by things that do not define you.
Yeah. Ujike ngoku.
Yes. Refuse to be a product or to be under control of the things that you are facing.
Yeah.
You must refuse.
Yes. To be controlled by
the things that you are facing. Yithi elidabe ndijongene nalo malingandilawuli. A typical example is the Shunammite woman. She was able to say all is well.
Sure.
Yet there was death at home of her only son. But she rose above what she was facing. She did not deny that there is a tragedy at home. And taking over uphila ubomi a false life. Kodwa lento ethi umzekelo your beauty should not be based on how people perceive you.
Yes.
You are wonderfully and fearfully made. Now, when is iBhayibhile sithi you are wonderfully and fearfully made? It tells you your beauty is from the way you have been made.
Sure.
Not from the way people look at you. So your beauty is from your make.
Yes.
Whoever says you are beautiful confirms.
Lento ba wandenzeyo. Lento ndiyiyo.
So you must not get over the moon.
Sure. Ba umuntu esidawumhle.
Ungaske uthi ubone kakuhle.
like awuphazamanga because
Awuphazamanga.
my dad took his time.
Yes.
Wandenzisisa.
Yes.
You know, fearfully and wonderfully made. So when you are saying, Lhoza, you are beautiful. Like, uthethe le utata ndenze yona. Like, wandenze wathatha ithuba lakhe.
It's your make.
Yes.
It's
Yoba
who you are. It's
ndicikizwe.
how you have been designed. We are got. Now, whoever then xa esithi zange ndimbone umuntu ombi njengawo. Uyaqonda?
Okay.
Akufunekanga ikuhluphe lo.
Man.
Because ithetha ukuthi one laa mntu lo ulahlekene naye.
Sure.
Ngoba akulula ukuba uthethe izinto ezinhle ebantwini ungamnandelwanga nguwe. Yazi uba usi-scapegoat
Nkosi yam.
salamntu nguye lo ongamnandelwanga.
Nkosi
So
yam.
then ke ngoku usherisha i-misjudgment, i-misconception. Ufuna everybody
akubona ungumuntu ombi.
Yes.
Kodwa ingxaki kuye.
Ufuneka wena uthi xa esithi uhlobo wenziwe ngalo awucikizekanga. Uthi hey ingathi ngawukhe uqaphelisise into yoba wena unjani. Because if umuntu comes to terms with into ayiyo,
Sure.
uzawuprojecta yona
Ewe.
kwabanye
Yeah.
abantu.
Yeah.
So that is so important. Unfortunately, we live at a time where people have loaned away what is theirs.
Sure.
They have loaned away their joy. Bafuna excitwa ngabanye
Ngabanye
abantu.
abantu i-happiness yakho
They've-
depends
Kwabanye
on
abantu.
umuntu.
They've loaned it
Yeah.
away.
Nkosi
They've
yam.
loaned it away. Don't loan your joy.
Sure.
Don't give it away. Enjoy it. It does not mean kuzosoloko kulula.
Injani?
But kukhona izinto ezixhomekeke kuwe.
Khona izinto manje
Your
ezixhomekeke.
excitement, your joy, your peace. Remember, you can enjoy peace in the midst of raging storms.
Sure.
You can sleep well in the midst of storms.
In the midst
Uba ngaba uzixelela uba this is my time to sleep. Okanye uzixelela into yoba I cannot let my peace be disrupted by what comes my way.
Amen.
I should refuse.
Yeah.
I must enjoy my peace in the midst of these challenges. Now, if we could all have that mindset,
Sure.
surely we will live a healthy life. We'll be in good health. We'll be in good spirit. You see? And izobangela uba loo nto siphila ubomi obude.
Ewe man thiza wam.
Uyabona? Ubomi obu-stress free.
Free.
Remember, i-stress luxinzelelo ozibeka lona.
Sure.
But i-trigger could be any circumstance or situation that you do not like.
Sure.
That is a trigger. But asiyo ekustressayo. Yona, it shows up.
Yeah.
Uyaqonda? Yenze into yoba iyekele kuwe uba ngaba uzawundithatha na so that ndibe noxinzelelo phezu kwakho okanye uzondiyeka.
Yes.
Remember, you are so powerful such that nothing has authority to have a say
Yeah.
over your life unless permitted by you.
Uzavunyelwa nguwe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if we can remember how powerful we are as individuals, into
Engekabikho lo
yes,
mna nje
Yes.
mandiphebe ngumuntu opheleleyo ogqibeleleyo
Yes.
ozaziyo ungubani ozazi onolonwabo lwakhe olungaxhomekekanga komnye umuntu
Yes.
ozithandayo ozixabisileyo
correct.
Yeah.
So anything esuka ngaphandle izotesta into yoba amalungelo akho
Sure.
uwazi kangakanani.
Yayive ke ho
izotesta nje wena into ba how bold are you?
Yeah.
Ishori yakho ikangakanani?
Ngesiqu sakho.
Ngesiqu sakho.
Asikayi komnye umuntu.
Everything has come to test you. Now when ke ngoku kufuneka ke ngoku uthi ke ngoku I want to disappoint this test.
Sure.
Ayizokuba iphumelele ngam. I will not allow it. And that is a secret of good life or a healthy life. Because remember, we are talking about a healthy relationship.
Sure.
Now, which means it is a relationship between you and others.
Yeah.
Now, if you are not healthy yourself, how do you expect to have a healthy relationship?
Ungaphilanga.
Ungaphilanga wena.
Singekayi nje kwinto bana xa une how do you expect uba ne healthy marriage kodwa ubune relationship ebubutyobo?
Kaloku marriage is centered around relationship.
Sure.
Uba wena sesiloza awukathi come into good terms ngesiqu sakho, you are still on a mission to discover yourself.
Sure.
Now, how are you going to relate with the next person before is self-discovery?
Yeah. Mfundisi imizuzu isixhenxe ngoku bedla intsimbi yesibhozo kwi-social crossover.
Yes.
Ndiyayithanda le feature isenza sicinge.
Yes.
Sure uqonda uba mawukhuze igoca kuqala phambi kokuba uye ngapha. Maybe a quick recap. Last week siye sacazulula mhlawumbe lo mphulaphuli oqalayo uba nathi namhlanje uDiana Moye Michelle all the way from Dr. Michelle from USA. Uthi hey jonga ndibukele spiritual daughter sakho. Thank you so much
Dr. Michelle.
Yes. Uyabulela uthi uyabulisa kumfundisi. So ndenzela abantu abafana naye who have missed previous episodes.
That's correct.
Last week we spoke about relationships. We were just laying a foundation for what is a relationship? Such a relationship, it connects, it's pleasing, it unites, and good relationship there's pleasure.
It builds.
Ayivumi kubekho umuntu oqhitha ozaba ngapha
no
kukho lanto ikutsalayo ithi yakuye nomnye kwento ethi yakuye sichaze ngolo hlobo mfundisi last week.
That's correct.
Sabe sicheckisha ke nento ezifana nento bana kufuneka uyi-understand i-personality yespouse sakho, understand emotions zakhe, understand i-conduct, understand i-character yakho, because neza xa ungazuyi-understanda ungayi-understand the language of your spouse ingxaki izawuba khona. So kuzawufuneka uba kube khona izinto esiziqaphelayo kule relationship kwenzela uba, and you cannot be we said be in a good state of mind in order to have a good approach.
That's
so
correct.
awuzikwazi ugabanqa ngesixhosa sisiso umgabanqa umuntu wakho umthintini ufuneka ube naxa uapproach into nento iqondayo uba ingayi inkathazo mhlawumbi okanye ine-potential yoba ibe kanti inganiphazamisa, ufuneka ube nawe wena mntu uyibonayo uba mandingene ngehlobo oluthile, ube in a good state. Ndisi-student esifundekisekayo ke benani, so yiyo loo nto ubona kurecapha mna so ufuneka ube in a good state of mind in order to have a good approach. Ukwazi uba sithanda sambona nje into ethile ingaba mhlawumbi manjani unganzi nje.
Correct.
And address suspicion besithetha ngefowuni addressa leyo ba ifowuni ivaliwe yaze password address suspicion le yakho ba ndicinga ba because iqokophe sithi alenza nganto.
That's correct.
Fundisi mandiyeke bensithi nje masi.
Yes, a very good quick recap. Now let's look at the characteristics.
Sure.
Or the attributes of a healthy relationship. Or things that describe or define a healthy relationship. How can we spot a healthy relationship? How can we tell whether are we in a toxic or healthy relationship. The first attribute of a healthy relationship is structure.
Sure. Yeah.
Structure. A healthy relationship is a structured relationship. A structured relationship is a relationship where you know the elements that constitute it.
Okay.
In this relationship, it's me as the husband, my wife, my children.
Sure.
So that's a family relationship. We are structured
ngumyeni inkosikazi
and children.
ngabantwana.
So
Okay.
it has a defined structure. Now, other families could be extended family members. So when we talk of a nuclear family, it is the parents and their children.
Sure.
So that's a relationship. Why is this important? So that you are able to guard against the intrusion by other elements.
Okay.
Because immediately your relationship is not structured. It is overcrowded.
Man.
You are going to be at conflict with elements that should not have been part of the structure.
Iphinde mfundisi thatha ivakala.
Number one, if your relationship is not structured,
Okay.
you are going to be at conflict with elements that should not have been part of your relationship.
Sure.
Umzekelo, your family relationship, your nuclear, ithetha ukuthi ichomi azingeni.
Sure.
Your exes, they are not part. It's very protected. We know who forms part
Sure.
and parcel of this relationship. Now, we often assume, yet when you look at what is ruining relationships, are the elements that should not have been allowed,
Kwaseqaleni.
yes,
Zingene.
to form part and parcel
Sure.
of this relationship. So it's so important. That's why then to those that are not married, if you are engaged or you are still looking forward to get married, don't commit or even promise a person who is not acquainted
Nkosi yami.
with a structured relationship.
Suppose is
Yeah. Don't even promise. You are wasting your time. Because marriage is very sensitive to anything that lacks structure.
okay.
Marriage is sensitive to anything that is void of structure. Because the absence of structure becomes a recipe for crisis.
Nkosi yami.
Marriage thrives well in an environment where there is order,
Yeah.
where things are organized, where things are structured.
Yeah.
First of all, these are the elements. Children know that in this relationship, we are children.
Yeah.
In this relationship, I am the husband to my wife, the father to my children. I'm the wife to my husband and the mother. It's structured. I have no competitor.
Amen.
I have no competitor. It is the way in which this relationship is structured. There's one father,
Yeah.
there's one husband, there's one mother, there is one wife, and these are the children.
Wonke umuntu ubaleka kwilane yakhe
That's
tata
correct.
order khosiphithiphi
That's
khosiphitha nyongo
Yes.
komntu ungena kwilane yomnye
No.
nomnye kukho ya
No.
computer umama ukhompyutha nabantwana
Yes.
umuntu uyawazi umgca wakhe and uhleli kuwo.
And the wife is not confused. The husband is not confused. Because remember, Sis Lhoza, once something lacks structure, it will not be able to function properly. Because everything can function
Yeah.
when it is properly structured. That is why, for an example, abantu abathandanayo, abantu abangatshatanga abathandanayo, abaye bafunctione kakuhle.
Sure.
Because lento bakuyo kakade uyayazi into yoba into emboleko.
Into yomzuzwana into so awukwazi uba ne-structure kakuhle.
Yeah.
Ayibinasiseko esisiso.
Yes, into emboleko. And into engekho structured ayibikho sustainable.
Okay.
It does not last long. Number 3, into engekho structured, peace is just by luck.
Nkosi yam.
Peace is not the order of the day. It is just by luck. Now, because there is no structure.
Yeah.
So that's why then it becomes very important for us, especially when it comes to couples. That's number 1. Let's get the structure
Sibe sihle.
correct.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. The second attribute is purpose.
Sure.
What are we in this for?
Sitshatela ntoni?
Yes.
Sitshathelani?
What do we seek to achieve?
Ngokutshata.
What are we living for? What is our mission? What makes us, when we wake up early, to say it is necessary of us to be up today?
Sure.
Because we have an assignment.
Yeah.
What mandate do you want to pursue? There must be a purpose.
Sure.
So now a healthy relationship is
In a purpose.
purpose driven.
Yeah.
So now, why is purpose important? So that the rest of things outside your purpose are not given the attention they may demand.
Yep. Yep.
For an example, if our purpose is not to fight one another, we will be sensitive to anything that makes us to fight because it does not define our purpose. We will exercise self-restraint.
Sure.
Because we know we won't be a burden on one another.
Yeah.
Because we'll be knowing that the agenda that we are pursuing is big enough for us to fight, for us to quarrel, for us to frustrate one another.
Yeah.
Because remember, when you have no agenda, the enemy will set an agenda for you.
Yeah.
Once you have no agenda, the enemy will set an agenda for you. Bangapi abantu athi into ebangela into yoba ndizibone ndisela usuku nosuku impela veki nempela veki uthi andinanto yakwenza.
Nkosi yam.
I have nothing that refrain me from doing this. So it's important for couples to always remind themselves that what are we in this marriage for? We are not here to blame one another. We are not here to disappoint one another. We are not here to make life difficult for one another. But we are here for us to put our efforts together in pursuit of this agenda. Sizobambisana.
Yes.
Like Solomon says, two are better than one. In other words, I am saying there are things that now that I am in this marriage with you, I can best achieve them. So that at the end of the day, the value of marriage is determined by the kind of exploits we make. I am able to say, had I not got married to you, I would not have achieved this. So therefore, I can tell everyone to say, this has come as a result of my relationship in marriage with you.
Fundisi, the value of a marriage. And ndifuna ke sihlale phaya sithi kancinci sithi nje
Yes.
The value of a marriage is determined by ndifuna uze man Fundisi
now the value of a marriage is determined by the role you play towards the agenda of this family. Lendo eti, stand up and be counted.
Sure.
For example, Sis Lhoza, why in marriage there's one husband, there's one wife? It's number one, so that you do not have an excuse that I thought wife B or wife C would have done it. Yes,
sure.
That's number one. But the second one is that so that you may see how valuable you are.
Yeah.
Your value is such that any other wife in your presence will spoil this relationship.
The value of your marriage is determined by the role you play towards the agenda of your family, towards this purpose. Any as you any define towards
yes. Because you must raise the bar such that your partner in marriage does not see a gap nor a need of another person. Yeah.
Okay.
So you must raise the bar such that it even defeats the thoughts of for an alternative.
Sure.
I'm not saying it must defeat alternative. It must defeat even the thoughts for an alternative. In other words, raise the bar such that it makes me to forget that there is something called an alternative.
ndikuvile maxoxa ingcinga engendawo kungakho nento engathi ingandisa ngaphandle mandiyokhangela alternative noko mandisubstitute okanye mandithini na. So funeka uqiniseke into yobana uyasebenza.
That's correct. Raise the bar. Now, if we could have this mindset,
sure,
definitely our efforts,
raise the bar,
would be channels towards what builds that relationship. So that's fundamental.
Sure. Sure.
Raise the bar.
Raise the bar. Nyusa umgangatho, nyusa uqawusi. Ndiyithanda ke bomfundisi athi ndibendiyitolika ngale language siza umfundisi nyusa iqawusi.
Yes.
Nyusa iqawusi. Uba ufuneka uzibeke esifubeni, zibeke apha, mazingahlala emaqatheni, kwenzela into yobana kungabikho ngcingane, kungabikho nto third party. Enothini makusetyenzwe, raise the standard kwenze ba noba ke semdeke xa into uba umuntu aqonda ba kodwa
nakwela phepha ekuthiwa marriage certificate,
sure,
nguwe naye akekho omnye,
akakho khona abo bantwana.
Now ke ithetha ukuthi kunale understanding ethi you are big enough to have an alternative,
sure,
or a substitute.
Okay.
You are big enough. So no one, akukho nespace esoshowa blank in that marriage certificate esingu in case. you are trusted such that no one even think that there is a room for you to fail.
Sure.
Sivesigcwaliswe sonke kuba kuthiwa akusakuba umuntu wesithathu ozakungenelela kwaba bantu.
Benana, let's raise the standard. It's 27 minutes after 8 Central African Time. Keith Ngesi Radio, Wajung Radio, according to you, senzo sasazo ngendlela efunwa nguwe mphulaphula. Sincokola naye ke umfundisi Maphinda qho ngolesihlanu ngeli xesha apho sizama ukucubungula sibangula ekufuneka sikubangule unlearn ezinye izinto esasicinga fanba and learn ezintsha khona ukuze sibe kubekho imitshato enguwo onezisekelo ezizizo. Mhlawumbe ke mphulaphula yaqala ba nathi enqubeni sizama sithetha namhlanje ke healthy relationships, characteristics or attributes of a healthy relationship. Things that define a healthy relationship. Number one is structure. Sithethile ngayo. Structured. It has a healthy relationship. It has a defined structure. Sithethile ngayo lonto le ngumama, ngutata, ngabantwana, ingulo ubaleke kwilane yakhe ngoba if anina structure kuzawuthetha into yobana kuzawubakho i-conflict mhlawumbi enoba khona ezizawungenelela
in-laws
yonke into man umuntu angenathethe ezehlela apha because anina structure kho umuntu akho nto man ihamba ngomgca akho order and umtshato sithi ke is very sensitive mphulaphuli to anything that has no structure. So umtshato thrives very well where environment in a order, in a structure. Because unini umtshato nguThixo une order, order.
He's God of order.
So is Peter Nyongo asisebenza. Okwesibini sathi purpose, what do we seek to achieve ngokutshata? Abesicela umtshato now uqonda uyangena, what is it that you want to achieve? What is your mission? Izawuthini mandate yenu enifuna uyiphesiwa nobabini na? What is your agenda? And also we said the value of a marriage is determined by the role you play towards the agenda yala family leyo uyidefine. So raise the standard in such a way that kungabikho kungenelela, kungabikho mimoya, kungabikho zinto ezinocingisa into bana in fact endaziqhatha apha. Dasidubule enyaweni. So umtshato ngumsebenzi, raise the bar, raise the standard. Mphulaphula benisithi nje ongenayo ayazi ba sindawuni na. Sure.
The third characteristic or attribute is values.
Sure.
Now values are very critical in sustaining a relationship. If values into ethi, what is it that informs and influences what we do and the way we do it. What underpins
Sure.
the way we do things.
Yeah.
Remember, in a relationship, there's a connection.
It's a chain.
There's interaction. There's communication. There's pursuit of purpose.
Sure.
Now, but what is it that is underneath all of that? What is it that informs? What is it that serves as a platform?
Okay.
Upon which these are done? It's values.
As la agenda yenu.
Yes, yes.
Tattoo, yeah.
Yes.
What serves as a platform for la mission yenu.
Yes,
It's
yes.
values. Okay.
Now, values such as care. Care. We do what we do the way we do it because we care. So we are value driven.
Sure.
We are a caring family. We subscribe to the value of care.
Sure.
So that's what informs what we do and the way we do it.
Yeah.
We are a family of respect. So that is why nabantwana sibakhuliswa hlobo. That is why even when a mistake has happened,
Sure.
but it does not make us to lose respect. It does not make us to lose care. We are able to resolve conflicts without compromising our values.
Suppose this.
I may have acted in a manner that shows disrespect.
Sure.
But because we are a value-laden, a value-driven family, it does not mean the disrespectful way that I have, or manner that I have acted, makes you to disrespect me. It is my action that is void of respect.
Okay.
But we must not be like the way I have done. And let my action or disrespectful behavior not make you to lose respect.
Sure.
Don't lose respect because of my disrespectful behavior.
Don't lose. Mna, I must not, if let's say mna maninga lose the chat nawe maninga lose irrespect mna
Yes.
kuba wena undi disrespect.
Hayi kuba mna ndenze ngohlobo olungenanhlonipho.
Okay. Okay.
So in other words, how do you still see me as a person of respect, but who has acted in a manner?
It's 80:34 Keith ngesi radio we're doing radio according to you fundis asesel namanzi akho vinkile
Yes, it's
akukho
okay. It's okay.
sisigawula swahluka
Yes.
andifuna sishiyele ixesha mphulaphula
Yes.
sikwe values ngoku
Yes.
what underpins the way you do things kule relationship kuyo kulomtshato, what serves as a platform kula agenda. Number one, sithe care because ningabantu abakhathalayo apha ekhaya
Yes.
nabakhathaleleneyo nabenza izinto ngokwenkathalo. Sathi kwesibini respect.
Yes.
Ne? Because values dictate the way you do things.
Number 3, love.
Love, care, respect, love under values. Baphulaphula sihamba sonke ne lo
Yes.
siklasini apha.
Yes. Now, remember, Sis Lhoza, sihambe kube khona ii-instances athi umntu luphelile uthando.
Nkosi yam.
First ba lo mntu sesonqena nje into yoba athi uphelile umtshato.
Oh man.
Now because oluthando ebenalo akalwazi into yoba luvele phi.
Sure.
Uyabona loo nto?
Okay.
Kanti uba ubelwazi into yoba oluthando yi-value. I am here for love, to love. I am here for love,
to love.
to love. So andikwazi kuphelelwa luthando ngoba le nhlalo le ayikwazi le relationship ukuba ime ingenalo uthando. So therefore I must jealously protect this love.
Sure.
Because it defines this relationship. Now, that value is important.
Sure.
The value of love.
Value of love.
Now, the fourth value is faithfulness.
Okay.
Faithfulness. Now, remember, ngexesha ndikutshata, ndikutshate ndingekababoni bonke
Okay.
abantu bakaThixo.
Aha, Nkosi.
The reality is you are not necessarily the best choice.
Yes.
Because I had not done due diligence. I had not seen God's people
Women.
who are spread all over the four corners of this world. Secondly, I responded to the interest and the instincts and the love of the time.
Okay.
Having not assessed whether my response, that kind of a response at that particular time, will be sustainable in future.
You?
So siyabona iyakuthusa sesilo.
Kaloku mfundisi apha nam ndiyafunda
Yes.
nonke abaphulaphuli.
Yes.
So ndizama uyibethelela nakum and making sure that
Yes.
ndiyakuva, because if mna andikuva hlezi kanti nomphulaphuli
Nomphula-
simshiyile.
yes,
So that is why from time to time ndi-interjecta and ndingene ndiqonda uba okay mayizinze lena.
Yes.
Kwenza should I need to repeat it? Ingene kum kuqala.
Yes.
Laa nto ithi utshata ungababonanga bonke abantu apha ehlabathini.
Yes.
And there will always be someone who's more beautiful kunalo umtshatileyo, will have more money kulo umtshatileyo, will have more of that and that and that.
And then they summarize ngelithi, you are not necessarily the best choice.
Ngamafutshane uzasoloko khona naniba lo webenokwenza ngcono kunalo ndimtshatileyo, but because sinezi zinto.
Now let me simplify this.
Please.
But its starting point is some seat. There is in South Africa alone
Sure.
56 plus million of people. Out of 56, 40 million could be females, and then 16 could be males.
Sure.
Now, njengoba uchata nje, you have not seen as a man all the women
Sure.
that's in South Africa, let alone women across the globe.
Sure.
So that's that on its own says when you make that choice,
Okay.
that choice is not necessarily the best because you have made it before subjecting that individual to other people that are out there.
Okay.
So your choice is limited, therefore.
Sure.
In a shortcomings. But the other question is, uzawukwazi kubabona bonke abantu? The answer is no.
No.
Now, but ayithi loo nto iyayisusa intoba your partner is not necessarily the best choice.
Okay.
All what it suggests is, after you have made your choice, you will be exposed to other people that had you met them before making your choice would not have seen the day.
It's 8:41. Keith Gesi Radio. We're doing radio according to you. It is Relationship Friday. You are bouncing with me. Higher grade. Yeah.
Join us every weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
We hope and pray that asishishizi nakule point because apho siyakhona siya faithfulness.
Yes.
Kweza values.
Yes.
Ngecare sila, ngerespect, ngelove, siku faithfulness. Kulapho siyakhona.
Yes.
Yes.
Now the question therefore, number 2, says Lhoza.
Sure.
Even the choice you have made, akuko apho ike yavetwa khona.
Okay.
So there is no evidence that the choice you have made indeed qualifies. Thirdly, nobody has even vetted you
Wena qala ukubukulungele ukutshata nalo.
who is making a choice.
Sure.
So you are also a risk
Kosenofefe.
now.
Yo.
So now, sivumelane ke ngosingene emtshatweni. Now this value then says you must be able to remain faithful,
Yeah.
regardless,
Wema.
even when your eyes
Nkosi yami.
open up to other people. You must be able to say, it's late, I've got
Khethile.
to live with my choice. So in other words, if faithfulness is it's a conscious effort, it's intentional, it is not accidental.
Yeah.
You are not faithful because there are no available options.
Sure.
If faithfulness is eating, I have made up my mind to stick with this one,
man.
even though there are now other options.
Yeah.
But I've made a deliberate decision not to exercise my other choice.
Sure.
I have told myself to exhaust the choice I have made.
Ndim ndikhethe ngolhlobo
Yes.
and ngointetho yaselokishini ndiyayistanela ighost yam.
Yes.
Ndimkhethile uMaMfene, ndihlala noMaMfene noxa ibikhona
Noba ngathi
enye option.
Yes.
Engaphaya ndihleli apha, I choose to remain faithful regardless.
Yes.
Basitsho. So ifanele ba ibe into yenzayo leyo uthatha isigqibo apha ngaphakathi consciously and intentionally to say ndi-happy ndi-choice yam and ndizawusticka ne-choice yam.
And remember that then, Sis Lhoza, it takes maturity to be faithful to a person that you may even sometimes have doubts.
It takes maturity.
It takes maturity to remain faithful to a person that you may have doubts.
Okay. Sincede moya ongcwele.
Na ufase ba mandithi umzekelo awumazi noba okukulibala kwakhe kukulibala okanye kukuba ingqondo imfutshane okanye ukhelesi but uyayibona nje ikhona into engadibaniyo
engathi nqa.
yes
Okay.
now but ibe nguwe
Sure.
othi ndizawuthembeka
Wemani thiza wam.
kulento nam endine question marks ngayo yoba uyagula akucacanga kakuhle andiyazi noba because undibuza into elapha esandleni
Mani thiza wam.
and andibuze ngeshori enomsindo
Sure.
uyabona nam ndithule ndothuka uba inoba yeyiphi le ayibuzayo because xa ndisithi yeyiphi luyibuzayo kalipho ndibona le isesandleni
sesiphi esisitixo eziphi ezi-sunglass
Yes.
specs uzifunayo.
Yeah. Askwe athi yena hayi niyaxoka nine nisifaka apha esandleni athethe nje into engavakaliyo
Sure.
na but wena uhlale naye hayi kuba bengekho abanye
Yeah.
okanye kuhlaleka naye uhlale naye ngengqibo yenhliziyo yakho
Vele.
uhlale ngentembeko yakho naye ndihleli ngentembeko yam
Yeah.
naye
Okay.
le relationship is sustainwa intembeko
Intembeko.
yam
Yo. I-relationship isastainwe yintembeko yakhe noba kutheni yayibona lo mzekelo ulula but awululanga like umzekelo nobana hey ndizamthi umuntu ehleli nje uforgetful ulibele uyothatha abantwana ulibele uthenga umbane sibona xa kuthi pam usustainwe into ba intembeko yakho and also ne-choice owawuyithathile nesigqibo osithathile into yobana ndikhetha wena because bakhona abangalibali out there
because into endiyithanda nge-faithfulness it begets faithfulness
wemani
remember if Christ was not faithful Christianity would not have faithfulness as a value. So he was faithful to a point of death.
Sure.
So he was faithful throughout. Okay. It was not always easy, but he remained faithful. Now, because of his faithfulness, we are able to depend on him.
Yeah.
Remember, Sis Lhoza, dependability is always upon one's level of faithfulness. So, sixhomekeke kuKristu Yesu ngoba he proved to be faithful. And ngenxa uba wabonakala ethembekele isenza loo nto ba singanele nje ukuthembeka kuye sizibone nathi uba singathembeka.
Yeah.
So remember kwi-relationship there must be dependability, interdependence.
Yeah.
Now that value enhances that dependability in a relationship. How can I depend when you have not proven to be faithful? Can I depend on you when you have not proven to be faithful? Because when I depend on you, it simply means I can entrust my life. I can entrust my secrets. I can be transparent
Sure.
on you because you are dependable. I can rely on you
Kuwe. Nkosi yam.
because you are faithful. I can commit myself unreservedly to you because I know that my commitment will not meet a disappointment.
You.
Because you are a faithful person.
Sure.
So faithfulness is a value that sustains relationship.
Nkosi yam. Faithfulness is the value that sustains relationship. Dr. Michelle is asking imizekelo okanye ye doubts mhlawumbi xa kulaa nto ke besithethe ngento yobana umdawuthe uqonda le choice yakho uyenzileyo uyayidawutha imizekelo if mhlawumbi mfundisi unayo icingayo ngoku from the top of your head or questions ezingenza uqonda uba
Remember, for an example, it is natural that whatever you have chosen at some stage, you begin to think, did I make the right choice? Should I not have chosen this instead of this and all of that? It is natural.
Sure.
And that begins to cast a shadow of doubt over your choice.
Okay.
I bought this car. Did I make the right choice?
Xa izawundinika ezi nkathazo
Should I not have
ngendithenge
that car
okay endaweni yale
instead of that one?
Okay.
Is it the right thing? Remember, you what gives us comfort, for example, let's take for example of children.
Sure.
We know that you do not choose children.
Yeah.
So that makes us not to have a shadow of doubt.
Ewe. Kuthiwe
Yeah. And whether it's a boy, whether it's a girl,
nobuphilile.
you learn to be grateful
Yeah.
that you have been blessed with
Ngomntwana.
because you know your limitations.
Sure.
You cannot exercise your choice there.
Sure.
But
Kodwa kulumkhethi le.
yes, but for your partner, it's a ball for the person you are married to.
Nkosi yam,
You
are
responsible for the person you are married to.
So xa kho laa nto ithi eyi no ngandazidubula enyaweni apha.
So no, yes.
Doubt.
Now, regardless of how you feel now compared to then,
You are still responsible.
you are responsible.
You are.
Now, it then takes maturity to defend your choice.
Sure.
It takes maturity to say, let me not betray my choice. I must learn to live with my choice, even though I seem to have ill feelings about my choice. Deal with your feelings. Because your feelings will instill doubts. And once you allow doubts to have permanent status, they will cause a rift, because you cannot be faithful on something that you have doubts on. Yes. You cannot be faithful on something that you have question marks on. You can't entrust your life. You cannot depend on something that you have already embraced to be questionable.
Sure.
Because immediately it is questionable, then it simply means it is not up to scratch. It is not up to standards. And no one
faithful
can live long with something that is not up to standards.
Enemihlisela.
Yes.
Ebonwa ngoba ikhona into engathi iwisa umntana ebhedini
That's
kuyo.
correct.
So awizikwaso utyala imbewu ye doubt.
Yes.
And doubt izawubangela into yobana kubekho impixano, kubekho i-conflict phakathi kwenu. So dilishana ne-feelings zakho uqonda uba ngokuya ndandimkhetha.
Yes.
Nangoku imeko sele ngoku engeyiva kakuhle ngendlebe esalela qho.
You see, Sis Lhoza, if you look at reasons behind a divorce, you'll find that it's not because the challenges were insurmountable.
Sure.
But most unfortunately, we came across those challenges at a time where we were still having our own internal battles or struggles. Lando fasba ifika le challenge umoshile yena, but le challenge ifikele umuntu kakade
obedala nezikrokro zakhe
onengxakazana zakhe.
Yes.
Yavele nje lento yathi ngexesha beseliveli kakade
uqonda ba ya
yavele yandoyelisela
uqonda ba ya because buhleli nje kakade na unokukungabaza kwakho unezidoubt zakho. So xa kuthi igqinyo okanye laa muntu ephinde ephazama kusenzeka into uqonda ye wa yiyo bendiziqonda ba bendifanele uba kakade ndazidubula enyaweni ngokhetha wena.
Yes. That's why abanye athi look at umntu, hey, help me. I stepped out of my marriage, but I have a strong feeling that I was quick to jump out.
Sure.
I should. Now I realize I acted swiftly.
Yeah.
But anyway, sawuqhubeka next time.
Sawuqhubezela mphulaphuli sizibambile zonke ngenxa yexesha aliqonde noma selibethe kangaka iqhube elandelayo seyingxangile 3 minutes before 9 o'clock Mfundisi Maphinda sithetha apha nge-attributes nge-characteristics of a healthy marriage sazibala eseza nazo zonke ke sawuphela kule sithathu yes values nalapha under values yayibona mosiba sihamba no care sihamba no love sihamba siyama ne-respect ngoku silapha ku-faithfulness sayithatha apho ke next week uhlale unganyebelezeli sekhona amasifundisi sakhe siphinde sithi sizawuhlala kwalapha na-next week. Thank you so much baphulaphuli sabulela ngosixhasa kwenu. Please don't forget to share this video bakhona bangekayiboni bangakhona ibalulekile le nto iza kwenza into yobana kushadeke phela akushadeke.
More than that, kuhlaleke,
kushadeke, kuhlaleke, akuhlaleke phela, akuhlaleke emtshatweni. Ba uzasinceda ezinto sizina nawe sowutshatile, you can still learn from this. Baphulaphuli, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your
umuntu
time.
ofuna incwadi nayo yonke enye into la message mana ndiveza phezantsi inayo eza contact numbers nayo yonke into and yeah ezinye izinto
and singles nalagaladina nge2nd of July. Please register, get your tickets.
Register
because we'll be talking about success and fulfillment as a single person.
As a single person, manuthi usiya ube usho so yonke into noku-order incwadi nokwenza yonke into 0833812267 yonke into nento ofuna uyibuza uthumele phaya ba le ncwadi ithi nayo yonke into. But please don't forget to share this video kwenza bayizofikelela nalapho thina singenakwazi ukufikelela ukuba unganga ngasinceda ke sisakha imitshato sincede kuhlaleke emitshatweni. Until next time Mfundisi baba yini.
God bless you.
Enkosi.
Bye. Enjoy the weekend.
Yes, masikhuphe umfundisi ndagxothwa esikhululweni ndingaphumi. Masifake Gladys Night and the Peeps, End of the Road. I hope you will enjoy lo medley sikhona kodwa baba yini.